I have watched hundreds of NDE, near-death experiences, about people crossing over and what they learned. And I want to share that with you. So I want to share with you there's one major one that helped me. There's a bunch, but one major one helped me so much it transformed my life. There is so much residual goodness that comes from this one thing that I just can't put it all into words in one video. I can't. It's amazing. But the most major thing you can do, and I've heard from, like I said, countless people that crossed over and come back, is to love yourself. I know that sounds weird. I know, especially if you're in your church today. In church, they don't teach you to love yourself. When I was in church anyway, they didn't teach you to love yourself. They taught you to love others. But in the scripture, it says to love others as you loved yourself. So let's talk about it today. What are the residual stuff that's happened to me personally for loving Dale? Number one is a great attitude towards me. I am happy with me. I am enjoying me. I like being alone sometimes, not all the time, but I enjoy my solemnness, they call it. They call it my by myself, whatever they want to call it. I like being alone sometimes. And in that is where you get quiet. And when you see, one of the biggest things you do is you don't want to be alone. We put on our TV, we look at our phones, we watch ourselves on Facebook or other people on Facebook. We listen to music. One of the hardest things I ever did in my life was to turn all that off and just enjoy Dale. You see, you know all the bad stuff you did, and you have judged yourself. And in that judgment of yourself, you don't want to be with you. You don't want to hang out with you because you know your own crap. You think you're a piece of junk. You think you're not worth the time. But you are. And this is what I'm learning in loving myself through near-death experiences. I even talked to a few of my family members that have passed over, and they've actually expressed that with me as well. They said, Dale, you need to learn to love yourself. When you do that, your life will dramatically change. Dale, you had a problem with self-confidence. And when you learn to love you and accept you, there's a big one, accept you for the way you are, then your life will change dramatically. And you stop procrastinating. You start doing things that you need to do, things you need to get done. Because fear dissipates. Fear goes away. Fear is the opposite of love. If any one of you know me, you know I was in ministry for all those years, and I loved on those guys that were in my ministry and appreciated them. But then I learned something. I wasn't doing it for myself. I wasn't loving myself. So in that, all this bad fruit came in my life. I was a people pleaser, and I was scared of everything and scared of advancement. But guess what? I advanced anyway. I pushed myself. But this confidence you get from loving yourself comes quicker, comes easier. And it's amazing at what it does to your relationships too. My marriage is way more open now in the sense of talking and sharing things that are going on in my life with her, with Joanne. It's just amazing what it does. When you love yourself, your life will change. Another thing, if you know me, I used to be a very stressful person. And I was always worried about everything. Worried. What if this happens? What if that happens? What if this happens? What if that happens? And near-death experiences, through loving myself and learning that it changed me on the inside. I don't have much stress anymore. I have a little bit here and there, of course. It's always probably going to be there. It's for all of us. We have a little bit stress about money. Maybe your wife wants to leave you, or something like that, or your kids got into trouble or something, and that's a natural stress. But what this does, it helps you when you love yourself. It's one of the residual effects that less stress. It's going to have. It's going to be okay. You learn to say things to yourself that you wouldn't normally say. It's all going to work out for Dale. It's all going to work out for you too. Life's going to work out for you. Let it go, and it will move forward with you. So something we're all looking for is inner peace. Hardly any human being, especially in this time right now, we have so much going through our brains. We have no inner peace whatsoever. We're scared about finances. We're scared about this, about that. You know that most of the fears you have will never, ever happen? Do you know that they've been telling us that we're going to lose our Social Security since the mid-70s? Yeah, I'm that old. That from the mid-70s, I've heard it, that you were all going to, the Social Security system was going to disappear. And it's a lie. It's been going on, that's over 50 years ago. So tell me, I'm not going to get into the media, I'm not going to get into all that, but listen, if it's fear, it's not God. It's not the Spirit. Fear is a lie. So one of the greatest things I get from loving myself is less fear, less stress, less problems in my life, because fear and problems are attracted to each other when you focus on them. Yeah, that's another one for you. The law of attraction. If you know anything about that, it's in the Bible. It's there. It's all there. But it's there. And in the law of attraction, that as I get better in myself, as I start loving myself even more and more and more, that the things that I want and need come to me faster, much faster. And it's amazing. And it's like when I try to force something, it doesn't come. But when I just let it go and let the universe or God or Jesus or whatever you want to throw in that bucket there, that it comes to you automatically. It just comes. Things you're just thinking about will come to you. And it's amazing. It's because that when you relieve that stress and that anxiety, and then it kind of releases the what you want to come to you faster. That's just a few things that are happening in my life because I learned to love myself. Can I tell you, it's amazing. Learning to love you is the magical key to having a good life. It's the message that I get the strongest from my family who are on the other side, my loved ones who are over there, and also from so many of the near-death experiences I watch on this channel and other channels. And they're amazing. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared of this stuff. It's real. You know that society and also the ghost people out there and people that push all that fear in the supernatural. It's kind of wrong. I know there's a few out there watching right now that are kind of got ghost chasers, and you go into dark places, and I know there's one good friend of mine. He does it, but I'm not going to go there. It's just how we see things in life, right? I don't want to see things in fear. I want to see things in love. That's all I want to focus on is love. And so in that very word, know that your loved ones are on the other side, want to share time with you, are trying to get messages to you. And the biggest one I found is to learn to love you. And one of the fastest ways I do this for myself is I look into the mirror. If you look at my other videos on mirror work, you look into the mirror and say, I love you, Dale. I love you, your name. And I know a few people I've taught this to that did it, and the first time they did it, they bawled their eyes out. And it may be that way for you. It's because your heart doesn't believe it. Your heart is where all the answers lie. And when you look into a mirror, tell yourself, I love you, Dale, or whatever your name is, it changes you from the inside out. And it brings you peace and joy and just things you never thought you'd ever have anymore. If you lost a loved one today through a bad accident or sickness, this is what they're going to tell you if you start talking to them, is learn to love you. Learn to love you. And your life will dramatically change for the best. You have a wonderful day, and like and subscribe and all that kind of stuff on this channel. And I just want to help you. So have a great day. I love you.